Hello, race fans, and welcome back to the IROC series presented by Morefreedom Trucking. Today we have traveled to the Talladega Superspeedway for IROC Talladega. This is going to be the final race of the IROC series season 4, and the points race is very, very close, so let's go through some scenarios. Your points leader is the 25 of JTM. He currently leads Douche Baggins by 22 points in the second place. Seabass by 57 points in third place, and Ice Cream Some Days by 76 points in fourth place. So what that means is, and honestly, the top 8 here today, Geek Girl Games on the outside looking in right now at 157 points back, but she has the opportunity probably to just somehow miraculously win here today. It's going to be, it would be very close. I would say most likely the top 6 between JTM all the way back to Moon Bunny right now have the opportunity to potentially win this championship here today. 167 total points on the line. If Moon Bunny can lead the most laps, start on the pole, lead it halfway, and win the race, she's got 167 points. She has a very, very slim chance of winning this, but I think it's going to come down to the top 4 here today between JTM, DB, Seabass, and Ice Cream Some Days. DB and Ice Cream both looking for championship number 2 here in the IROC series. JTM, who is the career leader in wins for all of the Morefreedom stock car racing, is looking for his first championship here amongst the Morefreedom series and the IROC series. So he is going to do his best here today at Talladega to pull out a win, or just at least finish 22 points, enough points or enough positions ahead to win this. So having said that, let's just run through these real quick. Your current points, your points leader is the 25 of JTM. Second's going to be the 07 of Douche Baggins. Third will be the 777 of Seabass. Fourth will be the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. Fifth will be the 00 of Mudbone. Sixth will be the 8 of Moon Bunny. Seventh will be the 96 of Nico. Eighth will be the 3 of Geek Girl Games. Ninth will be the 49 of Jetman. 10th will be the 20 of Adam B5000. And rounding out the field will be the the 13 of King of the Aces, who currently leads the points over in the Morefreedom series. So that's a look at all the things points. We got the scenarios, the whole thing. They're getting a feel for these cars here at Talladega. The crowd is already ready to go, and I think it's about time, so let's go racing. As they get these cars fired up and out on the track, let's go through your starting lineup today for this IROC Talladega. Starting on the pole will be the 8 of Moon Bunny, and on her outside, the 13 of King of the Aces. Starting third will be the 25 of JTM, and on his outside, the 20 of Adam B5000. Starting fifth will be the 3 of Geek Girl Games, and on her outside, the 07 of Douche Baggins. Starting seventh will be the 00 of Mudbone, and on his outside, the 777 of Seabass. Starting ninth will be the 96 of Nico, and on his outside, the 49 of Jetman. In the last row, shotgun on the field, starting 11th, will be the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. So that is a look at your starting lineup here today for IROC Talladega. And Moon Bunny, again, she is 135 points out right now, and I don't believe she has a chance to win this here. I really feel like anybody, probably JTM, DB, Seabass, and Ice Cream, all going to be the ones to watch here today. DB and Seabass is starting 8th, DB starting 7th, and Ice Cream starting last. They're going to be gunning for the 25 of JTM, and this is Talladega. This is a high-speed affair here today, and really it is, anybody could win this race. Anybody could finish last. It could be JTM could come into this and end up finishing 4th in the points here today. So we're going to see how all of that shakes out and what the situation is as we come to the end of this race. And I know I'm excited. I know the crowd is excited about this. We're crowning our first champion of the year as, again, here at Talladega, The finish line is after the trioval, as we saw that not beautiful engine black Dodge Challenger pace car, because that is a early 90s Chevy Camaro. So Moon Bunny leading us down to take the green flag. The green flag is out, and we are underway here for IROC Talladega. So they're going to get these cars wound up here into turn number 1. With Moon Bunny just a little bit of a lead right now over the 13 at King of the Aces on the outside. We're going to see which lines go with what today, as Moon Bunny's kind of right in the middle line right now. JTM in the middle. He is going to have to just hammer down and do the best he can here today, as everybody in the field is gunning for him. He's going to push the 8 of Moon Bunny out to a lead right now, with the 00 of Mudbone right behind them, as Mudbone jumps down to the inside. JTM comes down, slams the door on him. JTM trying to lead lap number 1 here. It is going to be very close. Looks like it's going to be the 8 of Moon Bunny. She's going to lead lap number 1. JTM's trying to take over the lead here. Those all important, very, very important 5 bonus points that JTM is trying to get here, which will... It's not going to seal the deal by any means, but 5 bonus points, and he is hoping, I believe, for win number 13 of his career. As we see some jockeying in the back of the pack, as JTM stays to the high line, Mudbone down to the inside. It's going to be a race back to the stripe, and Mudbone is going to be able to pull ahead of JTM here. As JTM slides back, he's going to have to try to work down to the bottom line, as the 96 of Nico is trying to take over the lead with the help of the 356 and the 07. So the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days, who started dead last on the field, now working herself into the second position, trying to work to the lead right now with, we got 3-4 wide back here in the back of the pack, as Ice Cream now up to the point here as they come off of turn number 4. DB dropping down to the inside. JTM falling all the way back to the back of the pack. Looks like it's going to be a lap led for the 356, possibly the 07. We're talking inches at this point, as we see the 13 at King of the Aces now down to the bottom of the track. Waiting for that timing and scoring. DB is going to get a lap led here. So 5 bonus points go into the 07 of Douche Baggins, as the 777 of Seabass, with the help of the 49, now down to the bottom. The 25 of JTM finally down to the bottom of the track here. Coda out to a car length lead. That is not going to last here at Talladega as they work through the trioval. Coda still out to the lead, 1 car length between himself and the 49 of Jetman. He's going to shut the door on him right there into turn 1. So Coda playing it fast and loose here, early going at Talladega. We're hoping for 14 laps of green flag action here today, as JTM pushed to the high line again. Remember, basically, all he needs to do is finish in front of DB, Seabass, and Ice Cream to win this championship, as Moon Bunny down to the inside right now. As we got it 3 wide for the lead between the 8, the 49, and the 356. Leader on that lap's going to go to the 49 of Jetman, as it is almost 4 wide right now at the front of this field, as we got the 00 of Mudbone, we've got a crash, folks. We got a crash on the track. That's going to involve the 96. Looks like the 777, the 49, no caution flag. So that's going to knock the 777 of Seabass out of contention today for this championship. But we've got a dogfight right now between the 25 and the 07. Back up at the front of the field, we're seeing the 00 falling back right now, as he is freight trained by a host of drivers, as the 25 of JTM down to the bottom of the track right now. The 3 of Geek Girl Games takes over the lead with the help of the 13 of King of the Aces and the 25 of JTM, as JTM, again, just absolutely hammered down at this point. We're going to see if, ooh, so close right there. King of the Aces absolutely slams the door on the 25 of JTM. Coda trying to get a W here at the end of the year as he currently runs 11th in the points, trying to move up, I don't know to where, but he is trying to move up in the points and try to, I don't know, like, get a win, move up in the career standings, as it were, as Moon Bunny working down to the inside of the 25 of JTM with the help of her teammate in the More Freedom series, the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. Closing in on halfway, coming up here in just a couple laps here at the IROC series, as we have it 3 wide at the front of the field with the 8 of Moon Bunny leading the way right now. Very, very beneficial for the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days, as she is getting help with her teammate, the 3 of Geek Girl Games. This could be an improbable win again for Ice Cream if she can somehow pull out a W here today and win this championship. As we see the 20 of Adam B5000 push out to almost a 2-car length lead over the 00 of Mudbone on the low line right now, as Mudbone's going to get shifted to the middle line. Adam B5000 down to the bottom. No wins this season no wins so far in the IROC series this season for the 20 of Adam B5000. As we see the 25 of JTM still trying to lead a lap here today. He is the only one so far in the top 5 that has not led a lap, as Moon Bunny works down to the inside. JTM comes down, slams the door on her. He's trying to get that lap led, get those all-important 5 bonus points. He's going to push out to half a car length, almost a car length lead right now, as Moon Bunny works down to the inside. He's going to try to get that draft by the 20 of Adam B5000. Headed towards the line. JTM is finally going to get those 5 bonus points, I do believe, here. So that is going to be very, very beneficial right now, as they are working, just work past halfway. So JTM finally gets those 5 bonus points as Ice Cream pushes out to the front of this field. Again, she won an improbable championship here last season by, I don't remember if she won this race, but I know that she won by 3 points over a tie for second between DB and Nico, as Nick is running 5.5 seconds back right now. But currently, we have a line at the bottom of the track with the 3 of Geek Girl Games, the 07, the 00, the 13, the 20, as it's now 3 wide for the lead, as JTM down to the bottom of the track. I completely forgot to bring up your timing and scoring just right here at the end of the race. Let's bring it up. I just got so excited and we forgot to start timing and scoring, as we've got about 7 laps to go. Hey, 7 laps, better late than never. So DB's going to get a lap led here today. Actually, a DB might have it. So right now, the top laps led are 2, and we could have a multi-way tie for the laps led, as it looks like the 49 of Jetman is going to play a role here in the finish of this race, as they're going to catch up to him. They're going to have to check up Mudbone right there behind the 49 of Jetman. Has to check up as Jetman works to the high line, trying to, I don't know if I think he's got damage on his car. So Mudbone works out to the front of this field. Again, Mudbone is probably the career leader in super speedway wins. The majority of his wins, I think, have come at super speedways. As we see now a 4-car breakaway with the 8, the 20, the 356, and the 00 of Mudbone. JTM relegated back to the 5th position right now. We're going to see if these 3 cars can get in a line, get hooked up, and catch the front of this field. As now we have a battle for the lead with the 8 of Moon Bunny, who is going to, again, she's going to lead another lap. That's going to tie her for the most laps led with the 00 of Mudbone here. So Ice Cream, again, 76 points back from the 25 of JTM. She is going to need to win. I think she's going to have to absolutely win this race here today to be able to pull off this championship. And it's going to be a wild and crazy end of this race as Ice Cream slams the door right there on the 20. Nevada B5000, they are just absolutely hammered down around this high-speed, high-banked Talladega Superspeedway. Our fastest lap of the day just set by the 13 of King of the Aces at 232.647 miles per hour. As we see the 25 of JTM down to the inside now on the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days with some help by the 13 of King of the Aces. In danger of losing the draft right now is that 07 of Douche Baggins. I think he's actually going to lose the draft here. So DB is going to lose the draft. JTM's going to lead another lap here. 2-car breakaway between himself and the 13 of King of the Aces out at the front of the field with just a couple laps to go. Again, fastest lap on the day by that 13 of King of the Aces here in the waning stages of the IROC series for season 4. Coda trying just desperately right now to work to the bottom line. Here comes the 00 of Mudbone as well. So Coda trying to win it here, as I think we're going to get the 2 laps to go when we cross the stripe, as Mudbone makes it a 3-wide affair for at the front of the field. It is very close right there at the line. We got the... we're going to get the white flag, 1 lap to go this time around. As King of the Aces leads that last lap. Basically, that was a tie. That last lap between King of the Aces and the 25 of JTM scored in the top position is the 13 of King of the Aces. He's trying to win the IROC Series race here today. He's trying to win the More Freedom Series championship here on Friday. He is out to a lead right now of just about a car length. We got the white flag, 1 lap to go here at Talladega, as it is 3 wide for the 2nd position. Coda out to a huge lead right now over the 3 of Geek Girl Games and the 8 of Moon Bunny, as G3 Motorsports in the form of the 8, the 3, and the 356 working down the backstretch. I think this might be JTM's championship here. This is going to be Coda's race, I do believe. Coda with an improbable run to the front of this field. He is going to have a little bit of contention right now by the 3 of Geek Girl Games. She works down to the inside. It's going to be a race to the line. They line up at the bottom. Coming out to win this race is going to be the 3 of Geek Girl Games. Oh my goodness, with the push by the 356 and the 25, Geek Girl Games is going to pull out a win here on the last lap by 0.02 seconds over the 13 of King of the Aces. And I believe this is going to be JTM's championship here. We'll have to look at the final standings, but let's go through your finishing order. Wow. Again, your winner is the 3 of Geek Girl Games. Second's going to be the 13 of King of the Aces. Third will be the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. Fourth will be the 25 of JTM. Fifth will be the 00 of Mudbone. Sixth will be the 8 of Moon Bunny. Seventh will be the 20 of Adam B5000. Eighth will be the 07 of Douche Baggins. Ninth will be the 96 of Nico. 10th will be the 777 of Seabass. And rounding out your field will be the 49 of Jetman. So, wow, incredible end to the race here at Talladega, incredible end to the season here in the IROC series. And I think we need to do it. So, let's go through your finishing points for the season and see who won this championship. All right, folks, all the calculations are done, and let's take a look at your finishing points for the IROC series here for season 4. Your points champion here in the IROC series for season 4 is the 25 of JTM. He is going to beat, now in second place, still in second place, the 07 of Douchebag. And third will be the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. Fourth will be the 777 of Seabass. Fifth will be the 3 of Geek Girl Games. Sixth will be the 00 of Mudbone. Seventh will be the 8 of Moon Bunny. Eighth will be the 96 of Nico. Ninth will be the 13 of King of the Aces. 10th will be the 49 of Jetman. And rounding out your field will be the 20 of Adam B5000. So JTM comes away with the championship here today in the IROC series, presented by More Freedom Trucking, with a win by 44 points over the 07 of Douchebaggins here today. DB is going to finish second for the second time in as many years here in the IROC series. He is season 1 IROC series champion, but season 4 goes to the 25 of JTM. All right. Well, we're sitting down right now. We're going to interview with the winner of the IROC Series Championship, the 25 of JTM. He is a season 4 champion, and he came into the race 22 points up and ends up finishing 4th today behind your race winner, Geek Girl Games, King of the Aces, and then Ice Cream Some Days ends up finishing 3rd. She gets the podium spot, but with that 4th place finish, JTM puts up enough points between himself and the runner-up this year. Again, second year in a row, runner-up for the IROC series, the 07 of Douchebaggins, ends up finishing 44 points up. So, JTM, coming into this race, you are the career leader in wins and for More Freedom stock car racing. And you have like 7 wins in the More Freedom series, and then you have like 5 wins in the IROC series, something crazy like that. How does it feel to finally, being the career leader in wins, finally win a championship?
Well, like it's been a while. You always get real close to winning that championship. And the one year, I think it was season 3 in the More Freedom series, I was right there at the end of the last race. And I think the transmission just took a crap right there during the race. And Nico ends up beating me, uh, winning that championship. So it's always like you do well, and then you have a stretch like this year so far in the More Freedom series. You get the stretch King of the Aces gets 3 wins in a row, and I just finished like dead last, and so it drops off. So it's pretty cool. It's been rough trying to get that championship, get that first one, get a lot of wins, but um, just being that consistent and getting that championship's just awesome.
Yeah, and this year in the IROC series, you got 1 win. You finished in the top 5 6 times, in the top 10 8 times. So I mean, you finished there's only 11 drivers, so that means that you only finished outside the top 5 twice here in this season. I mean, there was comparable people, but you were the top 5 6 times, and the next closest was 5. So I mean, and I think also one of the benefits that you had, and I think that's where it's a big deal, is the bonus points, because you had 2 pole positions this year in the IROC series, and 1 win plus those laps led, which honestly, if you led a lap every single race, that's that's 40 points right there, and that's I mean, that's the gap of basically you winning the championship. So what do you
Right.
yeah,
So like I think the last IROC race was Michigan, right?
I believe
Um,
so.
and you got I get the pole. I'm 22 points back on DB. DB's up. He's having an awesome season going. And I get the pole. I lead flag to flag. Um, right there is what, 20 points
20,
just by doing
20 bonus
that.
points right there.
20 bonus points right there. So just doing some quick math there, I'm two back, but then he finishes, I think, second or third in that race, and I go up by 22. So I gained 20 points, but then two extra just by the place finish because I think he finished second and I
He
won.
did.
So those bonus points are huge. People say, "Oh yeah, well I led here halfway," and don't really maybe think, "Hey, at the end it's going to play into the end of the season here," but it does. So every point counts. So you just got to be consistent, get as many laps led, get that halfway, and always shoot for a pole because you never know what it's going to take to win that championship.
Yeah, so we'll see how the More Freedom Stock Car Racing is thinking about ways to change this IROC series for next year. And they had, this year it was the top 10 current drivers plus the past champions. Well, reviewing the career standings, basically everybody in the top 10 right now is either the top 10 in current career standings are all past champions. Like there's somebody in there. So basically what I'm saying is that there would be nobody beyond the top 10, because I think this year we had one extra that was not in the top 10 in career points. What would you think would be like a way to spice up or a thought for the IROC series for next year, seeing that you're a champion and what do you think that More Freedom Stock Car Racing could change for next year to help, get interest in, like from other drivers?
Getting those champions in there is big because you get the best in there. Um, I don't know if you throw in like maybe people that have won a race, but then again, if you start putting everybody in, or I don't know, it's how big that field's going to end up being. Do you want to limit it to the top top drivers, or do you want to get some diversity in there? Get some guys that are just, hey, I got my win this year. I got a couple wins. Maybe they had to win like two races. I don't know, but get some other guys in there or girls,
Yeah,
and
there's 20
I
some odd
mean
people won this year in the More Freedom series.
that is absolutely crazy that 20 people won. I mean, like that IROC field would be huge.
Yeah,
Um, so maybe past champions, all-star race winners,
that could be. Yeah,
things like that.
yeah. We'll
Maybe
see
throw
what
the
this.
all-star race in there.
Yeah, we'll
I
see
mean, you
what
don't
this.
want to just throw everybody in there because
Yeah.
then you're just really doing the More Freedom series and Vipers.
Yep.
But
Yep.
you kind of just want to get the ones that have had been consistent, been the best, go on.
Well, first championship of your career, multiple second or third place finishes in either the IROC series or the More Freedom series. So finally, your first championship. What are you looking forward to for Friday for the More Freedom series race back here at Talladega? You're out of the running to win the championship right now. You're just there's just too many points there. I think it's like 190
Yeah.
points or something like that, which 167 is the max, and even the last place person finishes with 2 points. So, what are you looking forward to for Friday? And what do you think your chances are back here for winning the race on Friday?
I always usually do pretty good at the plate tracks. Um, Talladega's tough because you're just three wide basically all the way around, front to back. It'd be great to get a win here. If not, get one of my teammates up there. Maybe they get a win, get an MBR. Uh, I don't know. I forget where we're at.
Second place in the points right now.
Second place in points. If MBR could get another team victory going, and win that again. Be what, 5 years in a row?
5. Yep.
Keep that streak going. That'd be awesome. So finish real good, get our teammates up there, and then see if we get an MBR win. If it's not me, maybe one of the other drivers.
I appreciate it, and good luck on Friday.
Thank you.
That was the 25 at JTM, your Season 4 champion for the IROC Series. No longer the bridesmaid. He is now the bride. And until Friday, back here, take care.